matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ivory. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Oh, there's an alley to the... and you race it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal!
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will have its first possession of the game. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend it.
And that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Now they'll run the draw. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Blue Devils will hustle to the line. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
On third down, he drops the throw. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Kennedy. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They're going to run it. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that.
Turning it off. Got some room entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in and week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking deep. Makes a grab down the middle. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Blue Devils want to crank the tempo.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Caught in the backfield, it's Mahoney. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
They just keep firing. Got his man quickly. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Got enough space. Touchdown, Blue Devils. A great catch and run for 6. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in. And great start. Keep chipping away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed. Big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got... You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Kennedy. He's going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And the Blue Devils headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up.
On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Blue Devils just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Already got a hand on it at the block. That's a live ball, and the deep breaks into the open. Inside the 40. Past the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinal! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Texas Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Red Raiders.
Gets it out quickly.
Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Tyler. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Rushes on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. Give to the running back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. To the air, it's Kennedy. Finds his man, it's Ford. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Bust through behind his pad. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Thrust that arm out. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Rides the back on the option to give. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. And the Blue Devils racing to the line in a hurry up. Power football with the run. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Might want to muster up that protection. They had one blocked earlier. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Way to bounce back, kicker. Obviously, this guy already had a kick block earlier in the game, and he answers by kicking a bomb through the uprights. Well done.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and more. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Touchdown, Stanford! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They want to run it left here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Mahoney. And he's knocked down. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun. Wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Just keep slinging it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. The Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin them deep. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Kennedy. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And I think out routes are solely about timing because that wide receiver is going to get to a point and break it off straight to the sidelines, and you could just tell he put too much mustard on it and just led him a little bit too far.
Right on the money. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. Stanford lines up to punt it away.
Number 12, on to punt it away.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up...
He's got it on the outside. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Duke.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
On the ground, it's Ford. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Here's a heat. Took care of it himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. To the air on 1st down. Got his man downfield. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. He's got his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Got it in the middle. It's Fleming. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto.
Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They start this third quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
The Blue Devils in the hurry up. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fakes to grab. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set, first down. Leaves it with the running back. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense, and that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Well, unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's on target and complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw on third. Moving out of the pocket. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that first down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on fourth down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got his man. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Stanford to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Kennedy. Looking to the big tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Stanford lines up to punt it away.
Number 12, on to punt it away.
Just needs a crack to get a return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find... And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point on.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Makes the grab. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Got it in the middle. It's Ivory. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one...
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Stanford! And the pummeling has started.
It's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Oh, he's got some space. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? And the Blue Devils, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Leaves it with the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. We've reached a break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll take another shot here. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Handoff from the gun. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Makes the grab on the left. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, the ground game. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And here comes the field goal unit. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really depend on.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Fires downfield. Got his man on the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive.
Oh, they knock it free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Back to throw, it's Kennedy. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ford.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Off play action. Got a man. It's Ford. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They want that clock to run. There he goes. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Stanford at the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Let's go!
Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the backfield, he's open. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. The Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The RPO, fire complete to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Snagged in the middle, it's Fleming. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it.